Where can I advertise my business for free? Maybe you've spent a lot of money on advertising and you just want to find something that's more cost effective. Or maybe you're newer in business and you don't have a lot of money to spend and you want to find a good way to get started. In this episode, I'm going to talk to you about how you can make a free ad. I'm going to show you where you can post this ad for free. I'm going to talk to you how you can direct who watches this video, so how you can get free traffic. And it does take effort and it does take time, but I'm going to show you how to do all this without spending any money. What most businesses do is they make an ad, they make some type of a promo video, and then they try and push it out to get audiences to watch it. And that approach typically costs a lot of money. So we're going to reverse things and find your audience first. And I'm going to show you how to put yourself in front of them in a way that they don't feel like they're being sold to, but it really helps build a relationship and it helps generate leads for your business that are like referral quality leads without spending any advertising money. Let me show you something first and then I'll explain. Okay, so if you come here to YouTube and you type in a question like this, how to get your kids to listen without yelling, you'll notice that my client Paul Jenkins is ranked number 2 and my client Nicolene Peck is ranked number 3 there. If you type in what's the role of a superintendent in construction, notice you'll see Jason Schroeder in position 1 and position 3 and 4. If you type in how to start a retreat business, you'll find Michelle Villalobos in positions 2, 3, and 4 there. How to change the tone of your singing voice, you'll find Jason Hewlett at the top. How to leverage credit to build wealth, you'll find Laurel Langmeyer in positions 1 and 2. For this question, how much money do you need for infinite banking, you find Chris Miles ranked at the top. So I want to point out that getting these videos to rank at the top of YouTube didn't cost anything. We don't pay for advertising or anything like that. I also want to point out that we follow a 2-step approach. So these videos are step 1, where we don't sell anything, and then step 2 is a promo video. So you get people to watch step 1 videos first, then after that they go to your website where they'll watch your step 2 video, your promo video. So let me teach you more about these step 1 videos so that you can find your target audience, you can build a relationship with them on YouTube, and you can generate leads for your business. This is the best marketing strategy. Let's dive right into that. I call this my leaf strategy, and the leaf strategy has 5 ingredients. To understand this strategy, you need to know my tree analogy. So look at this tree. It's got a broad trunk, it goes out into the branches, and then it goes out to the leaves. The trunk of the tree represents your core area of expertise. What are you an expert in? The branches represent all the different categories that you could break up your expertise in, but the leaves, that's the important part. The leaves represent the specific questions that your target audience is asking on Google and YouTube, okay? So here's an example. Let's say you are an expert in productivity. An example of a leaf would be what can increase productivity in a dental office. Notice how specific that is. With this question, you know who the target audience is and you know what they're searching for. Okay, so you can make a video talking to the dentist, talking to the receptionist, talking to the dental hygienist, answering their questions about productivity. And if you talk to them for about 10 minutes, think about how much value you could give them and they don't feel like they're being sold to. At the end of the video, you're going to offer them a gift. It's like, hey, if you found value in this episode, I've got a resource for you and here's where you could get it. They're going to go there and they're going to provide their contact information so you can continue to nurture them. You can have a one-on-one conversation with them about helping them in that dental business. So that's ingredient number 1, leaf titles. Leaf titles are critical. Don't skip that ingredient. And let me show you something a little bit more advanced, but this is some keyword research I did for my client Noelle Randall. She teaches people how to invest in Airbnb real estate. So notice this list of leaf titles. All of these leaf titles have these 4 words in common: real estate investor find. So on this real estate investor find branch are all of these leaves, but here's another branch, real estate investor become. All these questions have those 4 words, so it's how to become one with no money, or how to become an agent, or how to do it in commercial, or how to do this full time, or how to become a millionaire, how to do it with passive. When I showed these 2 branches to Noelle, she looked at this first branch and she said, you know what, that's actually not my target audience, so let's not focus there. But she saw this branch and she said, that's my target audience. I want to show up at the top of YouTube and Google search for every single one of these questions. So then we checked her current ranking. For the branch that she does not care to focus on, you'll notice that there's a lot of yeses, startings, and a few nos. A yes means if we type that question into YouTube, she ranks at the top, meaning she's in the top 3. If we have to scroll down, but we do find her in the top 20, that's what starting means. And if we search and we don't find her, that's a no. So this branch that she doesn't want to focus on, she actually already has a good amount of traction. But the branch that she wants to dominate, you'll notice that on February 10th, it was mostly no's. So we got to work. You'll see filming date there, and you'll see that we filmed a series of videos on February 19th, a few more on March 6th, and a few more on April 17th. Well, what did that do? What did that change? If you look at April 18th, you'll see that instead of 2 yeses, now we have 8 yeses. By May 16th, even more. And by July 3rd, mostly yeses. Noelle now dominates this branch on YouTube. Okay, so leaf titles are ingredient number 1. Ingredient number 2 is each episode needs to be 10 to 12 minutes in length. You've got to have enough time to build that relationship of trust with them. You don't want to focus on YouTube Shorts. Ingredient number 3 is 50% average retention, or YouTube also calls this the average view duration. So if you have a 10-minute episode, some people are going to click on it and leave after 10 seconds or maybe a minute, but other people are going to watch all the way to the end. So you've got to implement some strategies so that your average is 50% or higher. YouTube will see that stat and will promote your videos to people when they have a higher retention rate. Ingredient number 4 is custom thumbnails. Now, thumbnails have become quite competitive, and so we go to a lot of work to design thumbnails that really create a lot of curiosity and will get people to want to click on that video. Let me show you a few examples. So this is Jay Townsend. He makes videos teaching people how to win elections or how to run a political campaign. And these 6 thumbnails were designed for 1 episode. We just wanted to see a lot of different ideas, and we could pick the one that stood out to us, the one that created that curiosity. Here are 6 different thumbnails for an episode for Paul Jenkins. I don't remember the title of this video, but it looks like it has to do with relationships or marriage. And so out of these 6, we could pick the one that we think is going to create that curiosity, and we can test it out on YouTube. And if it doesn't work, we can try another one. One more example for Dr. Carrie Ann Perkins. She's an OBGYN, and this is for one of her episodes. These are the 6 thumbnails we'd created for that video. Now on YouTube, you only actually need 1 thumbnail. You don't need to design 6, so we're just going overboard so we can be creative and come up with a lot of ideas, giving us a better chance that we have a great idea. But a brand new feature, as of the last few months on YouTube, you can upload up to 3 different thumbnails. So each day it'll rotate between the different thumbnails and you can see which one is the best performer. All right, ingredient number 5 is you want to launch 5 episodes every week. Now it's okay if you don't start there, but that's the goal. If you can at least start with 1 episode per week, get the ball rolling, start to generate leads on YouTube, start to get this top ranking, but eventually you want to increase to 5 episodes per week. If you launch 5 episodes a week with all the other ingredients in place, especially ingredient number 1, and you do this for 4 months, you will get to a point like Noelle Randall where you will dominate that branch on YouTube. I want you to master this. I really want you to implement this and have success. So I've created a mini course to take you through and help you implement these things and really help you see the whole picture on all 5 of these steps. The course is called the YouTube Lead Gen Blueprint. It's only $17. If you go to YouTubeLeadGen.net, you'll find out a lot more information. Dive into this course and really dive into this strategy so that you can start leveraging YouTube to market your business and start generating these referral quality leads. Go to YouTubeLeadGen.net. I'll see you there.